Hey guys, Vico here. Welcome back to the channel. The Type 59 countdown event last night went very well. I personally played 12 games, won 7. I platooned with RJ14 and Nickel and Dime for a few games. It was really fun. Some wins, some losses. I do have 3 videos, the full replay highlighted about, what happened, win or lose, and then a small little highlight reel of the fun things that happened. This is a patron sponsored post. I really appreciate your support with this, what I'm doing here. The channel's growing. I think things are getting better, and with your support, it's going to get better and better, and hopefully the entertainment ensues. So the Type 59 I've seen on the forums on multiple posts that it needs a buff. It needs a buff. Yes, I think it does. This is my opinion, that it needs a rate of fire buff in particular, and probably a little bit of a terrain resistance buff. But some of the results, especially the first full replay you'll see here, it does need a buff, but you can still carry a game. And sometimes I would think that maybe it's the driver and not the tank. Although if it's the driver and the Type 59 performs the way it does, it could only get better. So I don't think I'm helping the argument that we need to boycott the Type 59. Like I said, a few wins, a few losses, and I hope you guys enjoy. So this was the best game out of the 12, so I figured I'd show the best first. And I'm platooned with Nickel and Dime. I'm thinking, well, I'm in a bad tank in a higher tier match. I'm tier 8 in a tier 9 match, I mean. What do we do? Well, looking at the team setup, it's kind of obvious that the lights and the mediums would flank. The heavies, if they were smart, would still flank because they know we're coming. At least they should. Nickel and Dime goes way out ahead to get some spots off. Our RU-251 does not. I'm trying to keep pace. No sense in camping that bush right there. We would have been spotted already if that happened. And Nickel and Dime is getting... He's just doing some passive scouting. I'm trying to take my corners easy and be a little careful. I'm not really good on the... For lack of a better term, the Russian-esque shaped armor profile like this and the T-54, T-62, and so on. I'm just not good in these tanks, so I'm really trying to play very cautiously and very carefully. Only one spot so far. My gun depression isn't going to help us at all, and I don't have any shots. In essence, at this stage in the early game, I'm just camping. But if you look at the map, it seems that we're moving slow enough, and at least I track that guy in the IS-3 Defender. But then I noticed that an RU-251 has come behind us. I'm not on Discord or TeamSpeak, so I'm just going to have to use the in-game communication system. Nickel notices, so there's nobody else, so I put a shot into the RU. It's okay to swarm him right now. I won't get shot by anybody else. That RU-251, if he was a little smarter, could have kept me and Nickel and Dime distracted enough that excuse me, that our guns were out of the game. For as long as that small little encounter was, our guns were in essence out of the game because we weren't sniping across the map at those heavies that are up high. But Nickel has a good commanding position up high where he is. I don't have any shots into anybody, and our team, if you notice, is getting whittled slowly because they're up front. It's time for me and Nickel to get up front. So I do a big no-no right here, excuse me, and I go through the cap circle, letting them know that somebody's capping, and the tanks in the back here that I'm closest to on the enemy team should know that somebody just went through the cap. They were probably going to flank us. And I think this is why this is our best match, because of all the mistakes that the Reds did, more so than us. Put a good shot in the Stur Mill. And the FCM, I don't remember what I did with the FCM. Right now I'm just trying to bait shots. FCM comes around, or is that a Panther 2? Yes, Panther 2. I'm looking at a very small screen right now as I give the commentary. So, even with my low DPM and spamming gold into the side of a soft tank, I'm still doing okay. Nickel comes to my right, distracts the Panther. I take out the Stura Mill. We tag team the Panther. We're free from other shots from other tanks. I should have switched my ammo. That's a foolish mistake to have to blow through that ammo. Because you never know, you might need it later. So right now it's 2-on-2, and I'm thinking, well, there's two full health heavies. I haven't had any damage. Nickel's doing okay, but what I'm thinking is to completely flank around and get the drop on them, but these two heavy tanks decide to go straight for the cap. And that misfire right there, that happens to me a lot when I play. My thumb just barely grazes the area where the shot button is, and it just shoots. It happens like that usually in mid-game, and if I'm moving my right thumb a lot, and I don't know how to fix that problem. I'm trying to flank around. Nickel's working in the middle. We're working together. I was under the assumption when I did this is that the two heavies followed us around to the top. Now, yeah, they're higher on the map, giving them a more commanding position, but I figured a nice quick flank might surprise them. In essence, what I think is happening is that both me and Nickel, and then the two reds, are doing the same thing and trying to flank each other. Now I know they're on the cap. Now I know, well, at least one of them is on the cap, that we have this. I was getting worried that, well, the timer's just going to run out and there's not enough time for me to pump shots into the enemy. So Nickel stands fast in case he gets flanked. And I use what little gun depression I have here and peek over. There's one, and there's the other. So Nickel sees what I'm doing here. And it's easy to platoon with him if you've ever done it. No words really need to be said. You just kind of can read each other. So I'm barely letting a sliver of my hold downness be shown right into the top of the IS-3. Now I just reset the cap completely. Now Nickel has time to flank and get to work. The IS-6 smartly comes towards me. Lucky bounce there with last minute angling. Pump another shot into the IS-6. IS-3 goes to ram, misses. IS-6 is on low health. Boom. Tag team him. IS-3 is the only guy that's left. Sure, I'll take a shot. I can afford it right now, and I'm glad I conserved my hit points until now. So I'm just trying to wiggle to try to bait a shot. It works, sometimes it doesn't. Pump a shot into him. I should have tried to flank him, but the terrain resistance on the Type 59 is just awful. Here's where the IS-3 made a mistake. He was trying to look at me, and he gets one right into the face from Nickel and Dime. So well played to Nickel and Dime for sure, and I think he was trying to argue this against my point, is that he carried this game. I didn't look at his stats after the game, but I don't know if he got a patrol duty out of this. Not even with, I don't think so, not even with optics he would have got that. But a crucial contribution is good enough at 3,592 damage. And 43,000 credits after spamming gold like a fool. Port Bay, this was my first game of the event. And the only person I recognized in the queue was SnapZ, so big shout out to you. And of course you didn't see it because I did it in team chat instead of global. But I saw that you recognized me at the end of the battle. Looking at the team setup, I'm thinking, well, we have the advantage. I started lagging out a little bit, but I'm thinking if we go Valley, which is where mediums and lights tend to go, we might actually win this. And then I look at the map, which I should have done a lot earlier, and realize I'm solo. So instead of pushing, I backed off. Thank God. I'm alone over here. There's no sense in going back over the berm there and trying to battle it out. So the lag starts happening. I'm caught in the open right here. From here on out, I'm just caught out in the open, and I bet you that I could have contributed to my team a little better if we'd have stuck together, so I take full blame. KV5, I don't know what I was thinking. I'm shooting at the wrong place there in the KV5. That should have been an easy, 250 damage or more. But at least I'm distracting him somewhat. Oh, maybe not. That was a nice clean shot that I could have done with AP into the side of the KV5. Looking at the map, looking on the screen, everybody's up to my right. I know there's 2 mediums above me to the left. Nice bounce from the KV5 and a nice return shot. But still, I'm not doing much over here. This was quite embarrassing. I thought I could have done better. I would argue that maybe if some more tanks followed me over the hill, we could have obliterated everybody on the other side, or we could have just fought it out in the middle, but I really don't know. Maybe I'm holding this flank, maybe not, but you can see that our team is just getting torn apart horribly, and Snabs even contacted me after. He's like, what happened? You guys got ripped apart. So my biggest move was trying to protect that Yak Tiger 88 or Yak Tiger. I'm stuck here, so KV4, IS3 Defender, everybody, we just got swarmed over here. So I think this just happened how it happened, but this wasn't good. No, this was fun trying to avoid all those shots from everybody. Big lag, and then bam, I'm dead. Whatever, no problem. Still, I was surprised to see during the post-battle results that I think I came top on damage. Oh, there, hey, Snapzy. Yeah, top on damage. So still, I don't think it really... This just doesn't help the argument that the Type 59 needs a buff, so I still did well, but maybe it was just blind luck. I'll tell you though, Tier 8 sure does have its moments. This is a Tier 9 match, but look at the enemy setup. Other than the IS spam and the VK, they do have a Rheinmetall Borsig for rebalancing. This game was a loss, but I wanted to highlight that I caught a VK4502 trying to flank, and there he is. I think I got this in the bag too. The team's looking okay. I get tracked. I start circling of death. I should have squared off instead, but needless to say, after battling, I think I'm the only one that's actually, the enemy team has a shot to take me out. And a Borsig comes around, the Borsig on their team comes around the corner and shoots me in the face. This was a loss. Okay, this is the last, it's a condensed replay on Falls Creek. Nickel and Dime and I decide to go west towards where the mediums tend to go from this spawn, and the heavies go the other way towards the reworked bridge. We don't really get much in the town or on that flank, so we decide to push. But while we were doing that, our entire team crumbled, and leaving just like 3 of us left behind. One's about to go. It's the RU-251. Any second he's about to die. I try to go after the KV-4. Do a good job tracking him, and our RU-251 is dead. And then he spends the rest of the game in chat telling us how, because we're wrong and he's right. And sorry, guy. Just because we didn't do it your way doesn't mean we did it the wrong way. The game just went how it went. And this ended up being a loss, but in the post-game results, I think you'll see that just because you think you're all big and bad, you shouldn't really talk like that when I did more damage than you, and I probably play worse than you statistically, Mr. RU251. So that's my calling you out. This is just a highlight reel of everything that happened in the during the event last night that I figured was noteworthy or fun. Thanks to everybody that participated in the event last night. If I recognize you, you're going to be in the credits at the end. If you participated and I just didn't catch you, sorry. I hope you had fun. I know I did every game, win or loss. I had a great time last night. If you like what you see, please like and subscribe if you haven't already. If you're interested in sponsoring the channel, there's a link to my Patreon above and below in the video description. The more sponsors I get, the better quality content I can put out, and hopefully it's more entertaining as time goes on. I really look forward to seeing you guys on the battlefield again. I look forward to hearing what people say on the forums more often than not. It's an interesting community there, and I've only been on the forums posting for just a few months. I've been in the game for a lot longer, so I really hope to see you guys out there on the battlefield, and I'll see you the next time.